Whoops!
Oh, what a start.
What a way to start.
Oh, yeah.
Yankees right now, I am feeling kind of ravishing, I gotta be honest. Oh, baby. Swivel them hips. Nobody swivels their hips like me, damn it. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Come on. I honestly think we should start every show by playing that whole song. Like, we shouldn't turn it off. We should just play it the entire time.
Straight through. No
Straight
stops.
through, nonstop. Keep it going, baby. All rise and shine. My voice sucks in the morning, bro.
I hear it. I hear it. I feel like it's a little bit of struggle, but it's that part of the season, brother.
What are you going to do?
Long season, you know what I'm saying? Calling games, working hard, burning the midnight oil. This is what happens. You know what I mean? That's just a sign of that means that the postseason is near. That's what that means.
Correct. No doubt about it, man. What are you going to do? Smacky the likey, folks. Hitting the subby like you've never done before a day in your life. We got a lot to talk about today, by the way. We got a lot to talk about today.
We do.
Quite a bit.
I got
being together with friends. What I like to do.
That's true. You and Boone.
What I like to do. I'm just letting everybody know that right now. Chat, what's up, everybody? I see you guys talking about the hat game. Me and Francis got a hat game like nobody's business, by the way.
It's a fact, man.
Kind of what we do. I will say this. I feel like I chose the wrong hat this morning because I don't know why, bro. I am starving, and I'm looking at a fucking right on my hat.
Yeah, you're not helping my cause. I started a new program this week, and let's just say it's going to be quite a bit of time before I have my first meal of the day, and now I'm going to be staring at this sandwich on your head for the next hour and change. I mean, you did, but you know what? All jokes aside, it's a nice looking hat. It's
It's
a
a
nice
fire
looking
hat.
hat. It's a very unique hat. I
It
mean,
is.
shouts out to gorgeous bum, right?
Yep. Gorgeous
Gorgeous
bum.
bums, man.
Gorgeous bum.
I was this close the other day, right? I told myself I was like, just wait, because
You were very
I
close.
was this close that day. No, and then again this week, I was like, I gotta get the one.
And I was not being a good friend. I was like, I think you should do it.
He's like, I think you should get it. And he
I
tells
think
me,
you should get it. Come on.
he's like,
You got to get the hat, Francis.
he's like, I'm gonna drop a royal blue one real soon. So I'm like, okay, I can wait. And then this week, I don't see it there. So I'm like, what's going on, my guy? Like, I go and I see the black one, and I'm like, the black looks good.
The black one is
The
fire.
black looks really good. I could just pick up the black one and just keep it pushing. But I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna be patient.
Yep.
Gotta keep things good.
I will say this. I saw it sold out. So I hit them up and I'm like, when you get this hat, I need it immediately. They got a Bronx Tale hat.
Yeah,
You saw that?
yeah, bro. Their stuff is not. I mean,
The
shouts out-
Bronx Tale hat is like, yeah, I need that. That shit is. Yeah, I'll pay $100 for that. Like
Dude,
right now,
It's
I need that
It's,
hat.
it's amazing. I to be honest with you, we ran into them at Hype Fest, which
Hype
we
Fest, yeah.
impromptu, the impromptu,
Very,
appearance
very fast. Like
of
I had like
NYY.
legitimately
literally,
like an hour notice of, hey Francis, I'll be in New York tomorrow.
exactly.
We're going to Hype
Like,
Fest.
it's crazy, bro. It was so we end up at Hype Fest last minute. NYU makes this appearance there, and we're again, like Pete just said, this was like very short notice. So we're there, like
Extremely
kind of
short.
feeling the place out. We're walking around and stuff like that. And towards the end, right, I think Pete was saying, there's this one stand we haven't went by. I just want to go take a look, and we go by and we see, and it's these hats, right?
Exactly right. Yep.
These hats
Last thing we looked at.
literally last thing we looked. These hats are amazing. I mean, to tell the story of New York on a hat, on a snapback,
They
The
do
way
it
they-
extremely well.
and they do it. I mean, and look, right now you're seeing it on camera. Maybe you guys can zoom in a little bit. You'll get the. But I promise you, to see it in person is something. The stitching, the detail, wherever this guy, you know what I'm saying? Look at that.
Meow.
Look at the cat sitting on the bread. Look at the cat sitting on the bread. Mr. Rodriguez, why the cat sitting on the bread every time I come in the store, man?
I am upset. Look, I would like to get some Snapples on here. I get Arizona's the thing. I get it.
Snapper would have been dope. You know what would have been more funny too? Top Pop. He said, yo, Poppy, let me get a chopped cheese with everything on it. You heard? It's a great looking hat, man. Listen, but I didn't get one. So Pete grabs one. Then I see one that I want, and it's in a similar vein as the one that Pete has. It just has different things on it. And I'm like, no, I shouldn't do it. I spent too much today already or whatever. And Pete's like, I think you should do it. I think you should do it. And then the guy's like, he's like, we got this royal blue one coming out soon. I was like, okay, no, sold. I need a royal blue hat. I'm gonna wait for that one. It still hasn't come out yet. I'm waiting. But the one thing I will say is I did go on the page to check it out.
Yeah.
And my brother, there's even more smoke over there. Like I was like, bro,
They got more than we saw, which is crazy.
Yeah, they chilled out.
Insane.
To
Yeah,
me,
they got
I'm
a lot
like,
more than we saw.
I'm like, bro, at that stand, they could have went crazy. They had the
Yep.
Bronx Tale hat. I saw the Biggie joint. They got a Chirac. I mean, it was nuts.
They got everything. They got an MF Doom. They got an
Bro.
MF Doom hat.
Yeah,
Let me
it was
tell you
nuts.
something.
It was
If
wild.
if
It was
they
wild.
had the Bronx Tale hat there, I'd have got both of these.
You
I would
would've
have had
got-
to. I would have had no
You would've
choice
definitely
because
done that.
I'm one of those people where it's like Bronx Tale it's like Bronx Tale like raised me. Like I tell people this all the time. It's nobody, you could choose to listen or believe or not. I really don't care. The way Little C grew up, I'm lucky to say that I had the same type of experience. Not fully, but the same type of experience with the club in the Bronx, growing up around all those guys. I did the same exact thing. So to be able to have like that movie, no matter what is out about that movie, I would have to get it. And the hat is so friggin' fire. Like the side of it says, "Nothing is worse than wasted talent." Like that's
Which is what the
great-
mural.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what the mural in the Bronx
legendary.
says. The line from the movie. It's
Correct.
It's
So
a
that's why
very
I'm like, you gotta have that on there. Like that hat would have to be sold immediately upon seeing it. I would have to buy it. But let's get right into business. Got a lot of voicemails today, a lot of good stuff going on. Maximus Decimus Friedious dominated yesterday for the Yankees. And the
he did.
Yankees right now, let's switch this on over. You look at the division. Now, the Yankees got 9 games to play. They're 3 back. Now, look, this is not impossible. So for anybody to sit there and say, Pete, the division is over, it's not.
No.
It's tougher. Agreed. Very, very
Yes.
tough. It's going to be it's very, very much a complete uphill battle for the Yankees to win the division right now. We all understand that. But at the end of the day, it's not over yet. The Yankees have won 3 in a row. The Blue Jays have lost 2 in a row. If that trend continues the rest of the way, the Yankees could somehow win the division. But as it stands right now, they are in the wild card. If you guys take a look right here, the Yankees are the number 1 wild card seed right now at 86 and 67. Houston right there, 84 and 69. Also, Seattle, 84 and 69. Then the Boston Red Sox, who have absolutely collapsed recently, as I predicted, when Roman Anthony went down. Roman Anthony's injury just sunk the Boston Red Sox. I mean, it's Francis. It sunk them. They were such a good team with Roman Anthony in that lineup. That is the definition of a real impact player. His loss destroyed the Red Sox season.
Well, I gotta give you credit, because a lot of times people don't like to give us credit.
Duh.
Unfortunately, credit is a thing that
You sure you didn't say that in 2018?
I'm sorry we have to fight. We have to fight for this, unfortunately, but it's like, yeah, we have to fight tooth and nail to get credit for the things that we do and that we say and that we create. But that's okay.
No, it's just other motherfuckers out there. Excuse my language. I don't like to curse on All Rise, but I have no choice. People just like to go out there, they copy it and act like they created it without giving credit, which is kind of pathetic because we give credit all the time here at the U.
Exactly.
We even give credit to people that copy us. So, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, that'll all unfold in due time.
We give credit to people that have hated on us and stuff like that or whatever. We don't have a problem with that. But the point I was saying, I was like,
I love my haters.
Is you said this almost instantaneously when the Roman Anthony news came out. I mean, I want to say that it wasn't even officially confirmed.
They didn't play a game yet.
That it was an oblique and that it was
Correct.
whatever. It was like, yo, it
Correct.
looks like that. We're gonna check or whatever. And you said, look, if this kid goes down, that's gonna be such a big shot to the Red Sox. I don't see like they're gonna be a completely different team. And lo and behold, even as the Yankees went there, I said, going into that series, I was like, look, the one thing about Boston is when they're playing, bad or good or whatever, it doesn't really matter when the Yankees come to town.
Right.
When the Yankees come to town, they can always get up for a series against the New York Yankees, as they should. They take the rivalry seriously and they want to deliver for their fans. What I saw last weekend was a team that fought as good as they could, but they just couldn't. They couldn't match up. Right? The Yankees took full advantage of the fact that it was a team that was depleted, and save for a bad Will Warren inning, they would have swept those Red Sox.
Easy.
They literally were on their way.
Easy.
They would have swept them. Like that's where the Red Sox are right now without Roman Anthony. If this kid doesn't come back and soon, I mean, forget about what kind of team they'll be in the playoffs. The question is, you have to start living in the very real reality that this team could miss the playoffs.
Correct.
Altogether.
That's right.
And that's
right.
wild. And I think
That's
as Yankees fans, to put a button on that, I just think as Yankees fans, it's not really for us to worry about too much or what position, what shape Boston's in, what shape Toronto's in, or whatever. I think both teams have their struggles right now.
Of course.
Houston playing well as of late, but Houston also has a little bit of a scare now with the Alvarez stuff. There's a lot, but I think what the Yankees need to focus on more than anything, my brother, is control what you can control.
Facts.
You're not playing the Jays right now. You're not playing the Red Sox. You're not playing that. You're playing Baltimore. That's who you got right now. Beat them. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's a team that struggled all year. They haven't played well. They're playing better as of late. But this is a team that you need to beat. You need these games. The Yankees just got to have laser focus. And again, if they take care of what they have control of, you're right. This division is not over. It's not.
Agreed. No, it's definitely not. It's definitely not at all. And that's the one thing that I will say. Like you said about Boston, there is, when when Roman Anthony went down, like I said right there, I was like, I don't know what the injury is, but if it's significant, I think Boston is done. And this is coming from somebody who said Boston will win the division this year.
Yeah.
Obviously, I don't want to say that. I also have a bet out there with a good friend of ours that Boston would finish above the Yankees in the American League East, which is obviously looked like it's not going to happen. But an injury like that to Roman Anthony hurts. But like Francis said, you can't sit there and say, well, oh, that's too bad for them. Hey, injuries happen. We all know that's the scary thing about when you're kind of very much competing to the end, is that God forbid one of your regular guys go down and get hurt. That's the last thing we need. And good news for the Yankees is they're kind of getting that good fortune right now. You know what I mean? Good things are happening. You got Max Fried looking like the guy we saw at the beginning of the year and being one of the most dominating stars yesterday. And look, I look at that Baltimore Orioles lineup and I go, man, this team is ass. Like I don't want to do that to Baltimore in that way because, like I said, I've always respect the Orioles in regards of their beautiful ballpark they have and all that. But
yeah,
I look at that lineup yesterday. I'm like, what is this? Like this lineup is an absolute joke. But Max Fried absolutely dominated. I mean, you talk about one of the most dominating performances. And I'm going to say this with you being here, Francis, because I said it on Game Season Live. I don't know if you heard me or not, but when somebody comes to New York, whether it's Citi Field, whether it's Yankee Stadium, year one is never easy. Year one is always really, really, really tough, right? So you got a guy in Max Fried who signs his 8-year deal, and even Yankee fans are going, God, I don't know, man, that's a lot of years. And we're sitting there going, I remember the minute Soto left, go back to it. I said, Fried needs to be a Yankee in 48 hours. He was a Yankee within 48 hours of Soto leaving. Boom, done. Okay, to give him 8 years. Garrett Cole goes down. He's out for the year. Rodon had a better year, but even the craziest Rodon fan like me was sitting there going, I mean, I don't know what he's going to give you. I hope he's good. I hope he's maybe what he was last year. Max Fried had all this pressure on him. And what did Max Fried do? Max Fried is right now an 18-game winner, folks. Let me make this a little larger for everybody. 18-5 with a 2.92 ERA, 188 innings, a 111 whip. This guy has been everything you could ever ask for a starting pitcher in year one. In year one in New York, of all places. I don't remember the guy who came over here and did this because, look, CC won a World Series in his first year. CC didn't have this type of season.
No.
Roger Clemens didn't have this type of season his first year.
No.
Garrett Cole, I think, was what? 2020, right? That was the COVID year.
Yeah.
He was off to a great start. He was off to a very, very good start.
We lost probably a crazy good year for Garrett because that was, I mean, sticky.
It would have been a great year.
Sticky stuff was still prevalent at the
time. Sticky stuff Cole was insane.
Yeah. If you just think about 2019 and 2020, he didn't look much different. So
no, not at all.
That's probably a Cy Young year. That's probably
no doubt.
Which hindsight, looking back, brother, I got to say, I'm kind of not mad because say he did do that and then he wins the Cy Young and then the sticky stuff comes out, that would have been disgusting.
It would have been worse. It would have been worse.
It
would have been known as the sticky Cy Young.
Exactly. The sticky.
Which is kind of a but damn, I mean, you got to be really excited to get that Cy Young right there, baby. Yeah.
What are you doing with that?
Yeah. He was happy to get that trophy is what it was, but no, man, I just want to give the man all the credit in the world. I mean, year one, Max Fried has been unbelievable. I mean, there is nothing more you can ask for. And look, we have a postseason coming up. And that's, predominantly what I want to talk about today is how the Yankees are going to navigate this postseason, because I do believe there is one glaring weakness. And I mean, it is a major weakness for the New York Yankees, and we can talk about that. But the starting, I want to stick with the starting rotation right now, because again, we've talked about Max Fried, how good he's been. The guy has been unbelievably good. You've seen all the numbers I just showed out there. Carlos Rodon, also a career high in innings pitched. He's been absolutely stunning for the Yankees this year, you can actually make a case it could be his best year in the major leagues this year.
It's 1000% hands down his best year with the Yankees by far.
Easy.
No question.
Is he a top 5 finisher in Cy Young? I wonder. I wonder if him and Fried. I mean, him and Fried, I think will be. I think Max Fried will be a top 5.
Fried is
I
in
think
there.
Rodon might be fringe. He might be right on the outside of that.
You know what the thing about Fried and Rodon is that a lot of people won't give them much credit for because the way the game has changed, the wins. They lead the league in wins. And I
Exactly
think
right.
that's a stat that lost a little bit of its own kind of like batting average for hitters and stuff like that. But I still think it is something that kind of matters. And again, it sucks because it's obviously not all up to them, right?
Yep.
They don't even hit anymore in the National League. So it sure as shit isn't really fully up to them. But
Facts.
it's something to be said for a pitcher that goes out there. And to this point in the year, I think Fried won 17, right? Because last night
No, Fried got 18.
18. Sorry,
Yeah,
there
he
it
got
is.
18 wins this year.
Last night-
Rodon got 16.
Last night was his 18th win.
Yep.
I mean, 18 times. You know what I'm saying? And then that doesn't include the times where you probably were good enough to win, but you didn't because things didn't go your way. But
Right.
18 times, man, like you left the game with your team in a winning position. There's just something to be said for that. And
Yep.
Rodon has been able to do that at a very high clip this year. And I think that, one thing that kind of, we mentioned early in the year, and then as the year goes on, you kind of forget about it because that's just what happens. But the loss of Garrett Cole can't be understated in this rotation, man. Like,
no,
that was something
gotta talk about it.
Yeah, that was something that at the time was like, this could be a death blow. Like even signing, Max Fried, it was like, okay, cool. But like, we don't know. We didn't know, Louis Hill coming back. What's gonna happen? He gets hurt. Boom. It's like, dude, once Hill goes down, you're like, I mean, what is this team? Like, that's it. Like, it seems like every time we think we're gonna have the best rotation, something always happens. And
that's why I worry about next season. it's like, hold on, folks, don't say it. Like, I'm gonna look. Just crazy thing is, we're gonna talk. Obviously, we're gonna talk about it. Like in the off season, we're gonna have to talk about that because everybody's gonna look forward to it, and understandably so. The Yankees got shit. They could have bare minimum. They got like 3 frontline rotation starters the next year to begin the year, but it feels like we've never been given that. Like every time we know, like, oh my God, it's there. Look at this. It's like, oh, this just happened. Of course. Like, so hopefully that's not the case at all. You also forget that Clark Schmidt was in the Yankees rotation this year. He got injured. Yep. I mean, this is a club who, the rotation side of things, they've really done a very, very good job of putting that rotation together. The main question now is who's the number 3 starter in the postseason, right? You know who the 1 and 2 is. Carlos Rodon, by the way, I think he still has the lowest opponent batting average against in baseball or in the American League, bare minimum. He also has a whip of 107. So his whip is lower than Max Fried's. That's how good Carlos Rodon has been this year. Also 182 and 1/3 inning career high, 190 strikeouts. He's on his way to another 200 plus strikeout year. The guy's been absolutely awesome. And look, man, I've said this many times, and I'll say it again. Carlos Rodon's contract with the Yankees is going to be looked at as one that worked out very well. Last year, he earned his money. This year, he's he's doing better than what his money is for a salary.
Yep.
He's no doubt about that. He's overperforming based on what he's getting paid. That's just Major League Baseball for you. He's been the man. He's been awesome. But now you start looking around and go, who's the number 3? Who is the guy that you give the ball to and go, hey, you're running with this. Go ahead.
It's tough because you have the same argument almost for both guys. It's just a matter of I really don't know where you lean. I don't. I mean, it's obviously between it's obviously between Louis Hill and Cam Schlittler.
Yep, and I'm gonna put that as a poll right now in the chat for you guys.
Yeah. So it's obviously between those 2 guys, and you got 2 guys who are right-handed pitchers who throw very, very lively fastballs. Obviously, Schlittler, if you had to argue between the 2 who has the better fastball, Schlittler has the better fastball. There's no argument there. I mean, he's thrown all of the Yankees' fastest pitches the entire season have come off the hand of Cam Schlittler. But that doesn't price Louis Hill out, because when you go to the breaking stuff, the secondary pitches, Louis Hill's got him beat. He has more of them. He has more of them, and they're more polished. Now, is that a fair argument versus Schlittler? you could say it's unfair because Schlittler just got called up this year. So it's kind of unfair to make that argument. But in this assessment, we got to put all the cards on the table. So when you look at the two of them, it's like, damn, I don't it's tough. Who do you go with? I think it really has to come down to matchups. And if I'm facing a team that I know is a good fastball hitting teams, so I need my starter to probably rely a little bit more on their secondary stuff, I probably go with Louis Hill in the third slot.
Okay.
Now, if I got a team that I say, look, this team is there, they got a decent offense. Obviously, they're in the playoffs, but a good fastball is going to beat this team. I go with Cam Schlittler. I really do, because if he's located number one, he's borderline unhittable those days.
Let's do this. Let's just do this for fun. If they face Houston, who do you go to?
They face Houston. I like Cam Schlittler.
I go Louis.
Okay.
Against Houston. I go Louis against Houston.
I like the Schlitt man against Houston, but I think the Yankees would go Louis.
I think they go Louis.
I think the Yankees.
I think they're honestly, to be fair, and the chat right now has 53% Louis Hill. I think the Yankees go Louis Hill no matter what.
No,
but
for sure.
I think that's what they're going to go with.
Yeah, no, you're right. No, the Yankees are going to go Louis Hill.
Yeah, that's what I think they're going to do.
And I think the question argument there is just it's experience. It's not even. I don't think it has anything to do with the two pitchers, their stature, what they throw, what they do. I think more than anything, going into the playoffs, anybody will tell you experience matters. Louis Hill got his feet wet there last year. He pitched in a World Series. Like, was it the best outing of his career? Hell no. But he's done it. So all of those first postseason jitters, all that stuff, he got that out of the way.
Yep.
That's already done. So you can feel more confident throwing him out there to start a game. Now, in a longer series, in a shorter series, you're only going to need the three. In a longer series, right? Yeah, I think Cam Schlittler is a guy who goes right after him. But in a shorter series, he's a guy who you might see they might try and bring out of the pen just to keep him in shape.
Now, and I wanna talk about what you just said, but I wanna do this first. Seattle, I go Cam Schlittler. I go with the heavy, hard fastball against a team like Seattle.
If it is Seattle, that's the only one where I'd be angry with the Yankees for going Louis Hill over.
Yeah, I don't think you could go Louis Hill there. I think you need somebody that just says, "Hey, man, look, against this team, throw that cutter fastball heavy. Just go at it.
Exactly.
Go at it."
Like because that's an offense that dude. If he's got the good one, right?
They're done.
If he's got the good fastball, he's cooking them.
Agreed.
He's cooking them, and
Agreed.
you're gonna need that because they put some pretty formidable pitchers on the other side.
Yep.
So you got to keep them right there.
Boston to me is like a toss up. Boston, I think I still go Louis Hill there. I think he has more experience against Boston. I think he's done it against Boston a couple of times. I'd probably go Louis Hill.
Boston, I'm gonna go Hill too, just because either one of them can have their doors blown off by that team.
Yep.
Or turn in an ace outing. But it's like you said, in that case, you just go with experience. Louis Hill. Blue Jays is funny because
Blue Jays is a tough one. That's like one of those where I'm like, you just got to go with whoever's in that rotation. But I want to talk about this because I think we both agree that it's probably gonna be Louis Hill more so than anybody.
Yeah.
Here, if that's the case, and I think that's gonna be the case, I would like to see the Yankees do this. I don't know when did Cam last? Who did he just pitch against? He just pitched against who? Boston? Yeah. Or did he face Minnesota? He didn't face Minnesota.
I don't think so. Wait.
Or did he face Minnesota? I'm so confused, and I forgot what his last outing was.
He might have.
It was Minnesota. It was. He did face Minnesota.
Sorry.
So here's what I would like to see. I would like to see Cam, which I don't know when his next outing would be, but I would like to see him make one more start. And then that last series, I like to see him come out of the bullpen at least twice. Whether it's an inning, maybe one of the days when he has multiple rest days, he could go ahead and go to. He did give up. That's right. He gave up 5 runs against the Twins. I forgot about that. That's right. He didn't pitch. He's pitching tomorrow. Okay. So if he pitches tomorrow, that's a Saturday game. To me, that should be his last start
of the season.
Yes. I think that should be his last start of the season. And then the Yankees should say, you know what? Let's get him at least 2 times out of the bullpen and see what he does. Because let's not front here. The one thing I always say about the U is that we're not biased Yankee fans. If a Yankee starter goes 4 innings, 5 innings, they're screwed. I mean, I do not trust this Yankee bullpen one bit. As much as I like a lot of the guys, okay, Michael says now he pitches on Sunday, whatever day it is, Saturday, Sunday. I think that should be his last start, and then you put him in the bullpen if that's the route the Yankees are going to go. When it comes to this Yankee bullpen, I really don't trust much. I don't trust Weaver anymore. Fernando Cruz, I want to trust him. I want to trust him so much, and I love Fernando Cruz, don't get me wrong. But in tight games, the home run ball with him worries me.
Yeah.
I do believe he's going to be a dog in the postseason, though, because he just seems like a guy that's going to step up.
He thrives off adrenaline.
Tim Hill always has been good for us. And I know a lot of people kind of push him to the side, but Tim Hill's always been good for us.
He's old reliable. He's
old reliable.
He's the definition of old reliable.
Even though Devin Williams has pitched good in his last 4 innings, he's been excellent. I still don't trust Devin Williams in the postseason. I don't trust him in the postseason. He's still got over a 5 ERA. He hasn't been good, no matter what you want to say. He has not been good this year. David Bednar, I like. I like David Bednar. I still feel the Yankees need, that's going to be the difference of the Yankees in the postseason this year. Can a guy like Cam come out of the bullpen and absolutely dominate? Can he come out the bullpen and throw heat and just dominate for an inning? Is he able to do that? Can the Yankees have like that card up their sleeve out of nowhere that nobody sees coming? They throw it on the table and he just dominates and is like Weapon X for them in the postseason. That's what they're going to need.
I mean, when I look at the Yankees situation in pitching right now, I very much look at Cam Schlittler like the X factor.
Yeah.
And for a rookie to be that is tough. But I want to explain myself a little bit. I just feel like the Yankees have the possibility to repeat and go back to the World Series.
Yeah.
And a couple weeks ago, I did not feel that way in any way, shape, or form. I felt like it didn't matter who they drew in the wild card. I didn't pick them to get out of it. And even if they did get out of it, I was like, they're going to lose in the DS no matter what. There's just no way. The 12-game test was big, and I liked the way that they showed up for that test. Am I, all that thrilled that it took that test for them to freaking wake up? No, I'm not. But at least they did. And at least they're talking and moving right now like a team that senses the urgency, which is good because in October, every game is urgent. Now, when you look at where they are, right, you know what you're going to get from the starters in terms of Rodon, Fried, Heel. Even if Heel's off, like you know what it's going to look like. I think with Schlittler, it's the fact that he gives you the ability to start a game if you needed to start a game. Facts. But also, if you can get him in a spot where you need a guy to come in here for 1 inning and face 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, and strike out 2 of the 3. Maybe he puts one guy on, but he strikes out 2 and he gets the other guy to ground out or pop out, right? Yep. It has to be an inning where the ball's not being put in play 3 and 4 times and he's missing bats. Facts. If he can be that guy, then the Yankees are more dangerous than a lot of teams are giving them credit for.
No doubt about it.
Because a lot of teams are looking at them like food. Even with this, the way they played the last stretch, the Blue Jays still think that they can beat this team in October. The Red Sox, no matter what's going on with them, they feel like if they get in, they're going to pose a very big problem for the New York Yankees. I think Houston, I don't know. I feel like Houston might be feeling a little different towards the Yankees just because of the way things have gone the last couple of years. But in the postseason, again, we haven't seen them and beat them there. Yeah. So you got guys like Altuve who's probably going to tell the rest of the people in that room, we own these guys. When the calendar turns to this month, we own these guys. Don't let them fool you. When the calendar changes, we own them.
Yep. But
if we got Cam Schlittler coming, I mean, dude, it just changes everything. It changes everything because it's not Fernando Cruz 2 days straight.
No, exactly.
It's not Fernando Cruz 2 days straight. It's not Devin Williams 2 days straight.
That's right.
And the issue with these series in the playoffs, as we've seen in the past, right? Weaver was what? Dominant, right? But the moment we started to see him too much.
Yep.
But the moment that Cleveland started to see him too much, they got him.
Started to hit him.
And
that's what it is.
That's something that I feel like Cam Schlittler will offer to us that we might be missing as it currently stands. Like, You said it. We can't trust Weaver right now. I'm not saying that. I'm not fully out on Weaver. I'm saying like right
Fair.
now, it feels like I don't want. I can't argue with anybody who's saying what you're saying. I don't trust him. I'm like, okay, me, do I still trust him? I don't know why. I can't tell you why because based off his recent outings, there's really nothing that gives me okay. You should still. But there's just something about his makeup and the
Right.
mentality that I'm like, I still trust him. And to be honest with you, mentality wise, I still trust him more than Devin Williams. Even as good as Devin Williams has looked recently, I could be dead wrong, but I don't know. It's just something about it, and the fact that he did it with us before and everything like that too. But there still needs to be more, man. Bednar's good, but Bednar can also break. If you see him too much, that's another problem. He's another guy that you can't see too much. So what do? I mean, Yarbs is a long relief guy, but again, you don't know. You don't necessarily know if a guy goes 4 innings, like you just said, and this is a lineup that's like that hits lefties well. Do you want to go Yarborough for a long
No,
time in the
you
third
can't.
inning?
You can't. You can't.
So
That's why you need that type of guy in there. And like you said, it's different looks. The Yankees need different looks. You can't keep throwing the same guys out there. And look, man, in a wild card, everybody's dangerous. You know what I mean? Because if you face a team like Boston, let's say with or without Roman Anthony, if a guy like Garrett Crochet goes out there and throws 7 shutout innings and they close you out, you're like, all right, look, they got to win one game. That's it. They got to win one game and you got to win 2 in a row. Nobody, no matter what, wants to be in that position. And
exactly.
that in a wild card, everybody is dangerous. I mean, because whoever wins that game one, you're kind of screwed. It's tough. I mean, to go ahead and just say, all right, we got to go ahead and win both games back to back now, it makes it a whole lot more difficult.
Two
And you don't
eliminations.
want to, yeah, you don't want to put yourself in that type of position, and that's the thing with the Yankees now. And the good thing is, look, they're a better team at home. We know that the Yankees right now are going to have home field advantage in the wild card. That's big. That's very very big for the Yankees because whether you think it's old Yankee Stadium or not, it's still Yankee Stadium. It's still the home. That we're going to be playing. We're going to get last licks all the time, no matter what. If you were facing a team like Boston, I'd rather Aroldis Chapman try to close us out of Yankee Stadium than try to close us out of Fenway.
For sure.
I'd rather anybody try to close us out of Yankee Stadium than their home park. So it gives the Yankees a decent position, but the bullpen to me is the factor for the Yanks that are going to change everything because again, man, the postseason's a toss up. You could have Max Fried, Carlos Rodon, both look amazing. There's always the possibility they have a rough outing. There's always a possibility that even though they're good, they might throw a lot of pitches. And you can't say we can't stretch them to 6. We can't stretch them to 7 today. We got to get 4 outs from our bullpen. And that is going to be the difference maker for the Yankees getting back to the World Series this year is can their pen lock things down if it is a tight game? And again, maybe Rodon, for an example. Well, he's good, but the command is off a bit. And you can't stretch him to that 6. You can't stretch him to the 7. And now you got to rely maybe a 2-1 game, 3-2 game with your bullpen coming in. That's going to make all the difference in the world for the Yankees, and we'll see if they can do that or not. But before we get into some more, we'll pause right there. Of course, World Baseball Classic is 6 months away, baby. I can't wait. I can't wait for that. Let's get right into your voicemails. Here we go.
Hey, Pete, good morning. Great win by
Yo!
the Yankees. I just want to say, Fried looks pretty amazing. I mean, I don't know where that extra velocity came from, but looks dialed in. The guy throwing for the Orioles last night for a couple innings actually reminded me of Fried. It's kind of interesting seeing them go back and
Povich.
forth. But I like what I'm seeing overall. I mean, Rosario's brings a nice bat.
Facts.
McMahon, I mean, obviously he didn't play yesterday, but I don't think I've seen a third baseman like him since Brocious back in the day. Totally comfortable with him, and even Wells looks a little bit better.
Yeah.
The airbender, right, has been pitching better, and arguably if he pitches this way the whole year, right, I mean, we're probably in first base. And I was
100%.
impressed with Volpe. I mean, obviously under the pressure that he's in to go out there and stretch that ball into a double, that amazing slide, steals third. I mean, you get glimpses of why they want to see him succeed, with the power and the speed and everything. But just they definitely shifted, right? There's definitely a shift in aggressiveness in the running. I don't know how that's going to play out in the playoffs. I'm sure they're going to, teams are going to game plan against that, but you like to see them aggressive on the bases. I mean, you're going to fail sometimes, right? It is what it is. But just overall, good win, and hopefully they can keep it going. All right, have a good weekend.
Facts, man. No doubt about it. Like I said, man, there's no question that you, as a Yankee fan, could be very excited about this team. Me and Francis talked about it. I talked about it yesterday on Game Season. The Yankees are a very, very weird team this year. I mean, there's games you watch the Yankees and they go, man, I can see them getting back to the World Series. And there's games you watch the Yankees and it's like, man, they're going to be one and done. Like this team's going to be one and done.
You're like, there's no freaking way.
It's like, there's no way. And,
I get you.
But even too, like, there's so many things that you could talk about and shout out, and we're gonna do that. We'll have a show obviously before the playoffs kick off and all that, and even before the wild card series and all that kick off, and we'll definitely have a lot to talk about. But this is a team that is like a flip of the coin, very much. It's like you don't know who you're gonna get this day. You don't know if you're gonna get the team that could do like yesterday, score runs without hitting homers. Or you're going to get the team that has to wait for the homer and not get hits whatsoever. Or the team that can pitch good, and then the bullpen comes in and you go, damn, they blew it again. We knew that was going to happen. There's like, it's like Two-Face. It really is. It's like Two-Face. Like, which personality are you going to get today? Are you going to get that team that you really believe in? Or are you going to get the team that you go, I guess we kind of knew that was going to happen?
And you don't want that in October.
No, you
like,
don't.
It's not. It's screw whether you want it or not. You can't have that is the thing, right?
Facts.
Because
Facts.
in a series like a DS, right? Say the Yankees have home field, and you lose game 1 at home.
Yeah,
that just throws everything completely off. I mean,
big time.
You give home field advantage right back to the freaking other team. Like, what's the point? You know what I mean? And and losing game 1 is something that a lot of people, kind of understate these days because of the way that some series have gone recently. But when I look at the Yankees, I like them a lot better when they win game 1.
Of course.
Losing game 1 in a year like this, right? That means that you lost a Max Fried start. That means that you lost a home. That means, like, dude, like, that's just, there's so many signs that just aren't good, in that. And again, it's going to be really interesting to see because, this is a team that's been very confident when they go against a starter who is, middle of the pack or worse. But, sometimes they've really disappeared in front of frontline starters. That's why my favorite game of the 12-game test was not actually even a win. My favorite game of the 12-game stretch was the 12th game against Crochet because that was an offense that I said, I mean, if I'm any team right now, if I'm Detroit, even with Scooble, I'm saying if this version of the Yankees shows up, that's an issue.
Yeah.
That's an issue because they're not that. I mean, dude, they got 6 runs put on them in the first inning, and Garrett Crochet takes the ball. Like, they're supposed. This team is supposed to pack it up here. They got to get on a plane and travel, and go back. Like, no, this game is done. Like, they're supposed to already be thinking about what am I gonna have for dinner before we get on the plane. Like, that's the mindset.
Facts.
They did not. Do
no,
that.
they battled. They
battled.
They're capable of that. That's the thing that like drives us nuts is we know this team is capable of that. It's just a level of consistency because they can do it. And then you watch and you're like, all right, they're not facing Garrett Crochet today, but they can't put up 4 hits. Like, what are we doing here? Like, that's the thing. It's like the level of consistency of this club. Because look, we can say this, and it's fair to say. I think everybody will agree with us. If the Yankees went into the postseason and played really good baseball, like, all right, cool, we've seen them do this. But if the Yankees go into the postseason and they just shit the bed offensively, we're like, all right, yeah, we should have. We've also kind of knew this. Yeah, we've
also seen them do that.
We've seen every aspect of what this club is, so nothing will surprise us. But we do want to, obviously, we all want to see the Yankees win. I do want to point one thing out when it comes to the Yankee standings. Let me pull this up one more time here. At home, the Yankees are 44-31. Away, they're 42-36.
Which is
I know,
the best away record in the American League, by the way.
Correct. We do, in my opinion, I want to take that stuff and I just want to say, let me just throw both of those out because in the postseason, they're facing teams over 500. Their record against teams over 500 are 40-46. That's a concern. That's a major concern. And by the way, let's take a look at everybody else. Now, to be fair, it's better than Boston. Boston is 37 and 41 against teams above 500. Now, this is crazy, and I want to say this because everybody kind of digs at the Yankees on that, right? Seattle is 40 and 40. Yankees are better than Seattle. The only team that has a better record against 500 clubs in the American League are the Houston Astros. Well, in the wild card race, 43 and 37. If you want to go and talk about division leaders also, well, we could look at division leaders. Toronto does great. They're by far the best team in the American League against teams above 500. They got 48 wins against teams above 500. Detroit is 36 and 35 against teams above 500. So, the Yankees are not as bad as some people want to, shoot on them all. Well, they can't beat a team above 500. Well, Boston can't. Detroit can't. I mean, there's a lot of teams out there that also can't, that aren't doing a great job, unless you think truly Toronto's the best team in baseball. Which if you believe that, okay. I don't believe that.
If you believe that, you should get your head checked.
Yeah, I'm just
gonna be realistic here. And another caveat is, again, this is why we made so much out of that 12-game stretch, because
correct.
While their record against 500 teams overall is what it is, their last 12 games against 500 teams, they won 7-5, and they could have very well gone 8-4 or 9-3. And I'm not crazy for saying that, because they almost swept Boston. And if they would have showed up in one of those two clunkers against Detroit, you're 9-3.
Correct.
But again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. If ifs were fifth, we'd all be drunk at 11 a.m. The issue here is, while I spoke so glowingly about them and the way that they fought against Garrett Crochet in Boston that Sunday, there was also the series right before, right, where they couldn't figure out Casey Mize and Jack Black. So it's like, that's the issue, because when you think about a team like Detroit, right, well, how do they match up against Detroit? I mean, dude, if you struggle with Mize and Flaherty, they got Scooble on top of that. Facts. It's GG's, buddy. It's Facts. GG's. You know what I'm saying? Pack it up, book a flight to Cancun, and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much it. But again, it's Jekyll and Hyde. It's Jekyll and Hyde, and you just really hope that, I still say it, even with the Detroit series in there, these last, 13, 14 games, dude, we're over that now. We're talking about 15, 16 games, 17 games. I'm looking at this version of the Yankees, and I feel really good about them.
Yeah.
I feel really good about this version of the team. The only thing that keeps me up at night is what you mentioned, is the bullpen. And it's not because there's anything that we can do that we're not doing and stuff like that or whatever. Yes, there's times now and then when Boone pulls a guy or pushes a button that I'm like, what the hell are you doing? But
which is also an X factor. Yeah. which is also an X factor in the postseason, by the way.
Mentioned it.
we don't got to necessarily talk about that, but everybody knows what we're talking about. It is no doubt about it an X factor for the postseason. We all are very much aware of that when it comes to Booney Bubbles. Because the last thing I need to hear this year is the Yankees are out of this dude talking about it, their togetherness. I don't need to hear that this season. That's the last thing I want to friggin' hear this year, no doubt about it. And as Johan just said, he'll find a way to. Yeah, he does tend to find a way to. Let's keep the voicemails going, guys.
Hey, Pete Francis, Macho King in the house. How you doing? To the underground. Yeah. The Yankees are on playoff mode. There's only one thing left to do, is to go all out, balls to the wall with the pair of the Macho Maniacs and Mamas and God Almighty. The New York Yankees underground can will this team to victory. Dig it! And we're going to manifest this World Series. It's the last thing we do. Because I don't care what they may say. I don't care what they may do. Jesus is all right by me, because he's got just an all fortitude.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And I can do all things through him who strengthens me, because I'm kicking straight thunder for the world to see. I got style and substance, moxie and pizzazz, hitting grand slams and strutting like jazz. Why be like Mike when you be like me? A Macho King t-shirt would look dope on Francis Lee, because he's the godfather of Little Cincinnati, yeah. And my grandson, Baby Liam, has entered the chat. If you ain't down with that, here's what you can do. The Macho King is here to spell it out for you. Jump up in the air and shout it from the roof. The best Yankees coverage is NYYU. with all my macho maniacs and macho mamas and macho babies saying, stay macho and golden with the UWO for life. Oh, yeah! Watch out!
There it is, man. Oh man, top notch,
He did
man.
He did a little delay there, like when the pitchers hang on the back foot for.
Uh-huh.
I like that.
He did a little Nestor Cortez there for a second, a little slow
He
late
did,
kick.
He did. He
Stuff like
delivered.
that, just to wait up.
He delivered. He delivered.
When
today.
does he not? When does he not?
You never know much. Francis might just have one of those shirts pretty soon. You never know.
I think it's very, very possible. Damn it, let's keep it going. He said he had to stop to breathe. Let's keep it going, man.
Hey, Pete, Francis,
There he
here
is.
at chat. William Henry here. A
Morning.
couple things. First, a shout out to
Yo.
you, Pete, for two things recently. One was the non-political, heartfelt comments you made on the day that Charlie Kirk was killed.
Mhm.
Another thing that you do, your support and help for our friend in the chat, Christian Hirsch. That's just
Yeah.
what makes you special, Pete, and
Thank you,
we're
man.
so proud that you're our leader. Oh,
Thank you,
Francis,
brother.
since my guy last Friday was wearing a Simon t-shirt, how about next time you wear an Uncle Dom, Macho, or maybe even a William Henry Freak t-shirt next time? Regarding the Yankees, I'm really optimistic about their playoff chances as much as I have been since May, mainly because Max Fried is pitching like an ace again. And also, with Caballero and Rosario playing more, the bottom of our lineup does not have as many automatic outs before, and I think that's also important for
Facts.
the playoffs. I ultimately think the most important thing, though, and our playoff chances are going to depend on what Aaron Judge we get. Are we going to get the 2009 A-Rod Aaron Judge, or is it going to be previous playoff years Judge? Let's see. Let's hope for the best. Take care, everybody. Happy Friday. Bye.
Facts.
Great voicemail
Facts.
as always. And
Always.
I love the point about Judge. Can I say one thing?
Go ahead.
Everybody knows we've been as vocal as anybody about the bullshit going on with the MVP race, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Everyone knows that. Good
Yeah.
morning, Comadre. She's in the chat. Shout her out. We've been as vocal as anybody when it comes to that. Christian had a great tweet. I believe it was yesterday.
Yes. Amazing tweet.
I
Yeah.
tweeted earlier in the week, similar sentiments, same thing, like responding to the MLB Central crew because they were talking about, the same things as always with Raleigh and stuff like that. I was like, it's just interesting that, all of a sudden only a couple stats matter, but in 2017 they mattered. 2025 they don't matter. It's like it's whatever. I will say this though. They keep this up through the end of the season, and Aaron Judge starts to feel like he's really not winning that after the year he just put up. Maybe, just maybe, that wakes the beast in October.
I hope something does.
Because again, we know that
I hope something does.
you said I hope so.
I hope something does. I can't do it again this year, bro. I
Check
can't.
this
I
out.
can't do it again this year. I can't.
Check this out.
Not without Soto in the lie. I can't because you don't know. I mean, I
Here-
think Grisham's gonna be a beast, but we'll
Grisham's
get there.
going to be disgusting, and also Cody Bellinger.
Cody
I mean,
Bellinger,
and
yeah.
Offensively, if we get on that, whatever, I'll talk about my offensive X factors, and those names might shock you. But I'm telling you, I look at Judge and I see, and I'm like, dude, if they say on paper that the postseason doesn't matter, we know that, right? That according to the rules, the the MVP is
Doesn't
not a
count.
race that can be decided based off playoff performance. We know
Yep.
that, okay?
Yep.
But, and this but is huge. This
Hey,
but
yo.
this but is nuts. This but is, I don't know. This but might be a BBL. Okay. We've also seen awards that are given, and we kind of can't turn a blind eye to the fact that said player went off in October, pretty much sealing the deal that they
But do
were
you-
winning that award.
But do you believe that the MVP votes are in before, or do you not believe that?
Nope. Here's why I
That's
don't.
what that's what they say.
That's what they
They
say.
do say the votes are in before the postseason.
That is what they say.
That's what they say.
I don't believe them.
Okay.
Here's what they, like.
Fair.
I'm becoming real. How you say? Like, not a conspiracy theorist when it comes to like the baseball.
You're
writers
just
and stuff.
asking questions. That's
So,
all.
so much has happened, brother.
You're
that
asking
I've seen it,
questions.
and we've spoken about it year after year after year. Things that have happened. I mean, it's tough. I mean, there was the year with Gary Sanchez and Boyd, his name was, right?
Yes,
of
yeah.
Detroit. Like there was
Matt
that year.
Boyd. Yeah.
When I looked at that and I was just like, I mean, I'm looking at this and I just don't see it. Like I get it, he was good, but I mean, did you see what Gary Sanchez did? And
Yeah.
the amount of games that he did that?
Yeah.
Like, how are we not giving this kid Rookie of the Year? I mean,
Miguel Andujar.
then there's the Andujar year where it's like, buddy, looking at the numbers here, you know what I'm saying? Like he did it for like, no, they don't care. So then now it gets to the point where are we literally going to live in a world where there's Aaron Judge fatigue? That Aaron Judge has been good for so long that people are just numb to it? Because that would be a terrible world to live in. Because we're going to look back on him 20, 30, 40 years from now, and people are going to realize, or they're going to ask, how the heck did this guy do that? How the heck did this dude hit like a freaking contact hitter, average and on base percentage wise, but then put up the power numbers that he put up
In today's time.
in the era with the best pitching that baseball has ever seen, in an era where guys are striking out at clips that are unheard of. Pete, one of the weird, I have a couple like weird things I want to talk about, like just fun things or whatever, right? Like
It was, and by the way, too, real quick, Mike in the chat's correct. It was Michael Fulmer over Gary Sanchez.
Fulmer, sorry, not Boyd.
Michael
Michael
Fulmer,
Fulmer. Thank you. I knew
Both
it was-
Detroit starters. But
Yes. So there's a couple weird things going on, right? At the end of the year, right? And we're at the end of the season, so you can kind of focus on these wacky numbers. I read a great New York Times article about it. And literally, to put the thing about the strikeouts in perspective, bro, this might be the first year in, I think, since the 1930s, where the person with the most strikeouts next to their name is not a pitcher.
Right.
And we're living in an era where Tarek Skubal, Paul Skeens, Garrett Crochet, all these guys are strikeout pitchers.
Yep.
Okay, what's his name? Yamamoto. Like these guys strike people out. Max Fried, 13 strikeouts yesterday. 13 career high. People are striking out like nobody's business in 2025.
Correct.
And yet the person with the most strikeouts next to their name might not be a pitcher. It might be James Wood.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah.
In that same era, you have a guy hitting over 320. He might win the batting title, right? Let's hope that he wins this batting title.
Yep.
Hitting 320, winning a batting title, and more likely than not, hitting over 50 home runs for the fourth time in his career, 50 home runs. And he won't win MVP?
Well, people, I'm going to say it because people aren't going to like this. They're not going to like it. They're not going to like this at all, but I'm going to say it.
You got three, they're not going to like it. I can't wait to hear this.
They're not going to like this at all. You better hope shaking hands with President Trump doesn't hurt him for some of these writers. And it's sad that you got to say this in today's world, but it's not wrong.
So
some of these writers are so bad that they'd hold that against Aaron Judge. And I know people are going to, oh, come on, that's wild. Okay.
No.
Kirk Schilling's not in the Hall of Fame because he said some things. That's not a nice thing to say. Okay, fair. He's not in the Hall of Fame, not because of what he did on the field. He's not in the Hall of Fame because of what he said. Yet you got some horrible ass people in the Hall of Fame.
Here's
just saying, I'm just throwing it out there.
Look,
you never know. You never know.
I don't want to believe.
Me either, but you never know.
That is a thing. But I'm not going to sit here and tell you that, no, it's not true. You never know.
Francis, you know some of the writers. And you know who I'm talking about. You know who I'm talking about, some of the writers.
I could name you 5 or 6 with votes that I don't trust not to vote that way.
There you go. Just saying.
Here's another thing, right? Do what you people do best, right? Argue with us, disagree, whatever. Not you guys in the chat, not our community. You guys are the best.
Yep.
But there's people out there who would see this as an opportunity. Oh, let's try and dunk on it. Well, go ahead. But I will say this. Notice that ever since the September 11th game, right?
Mm-hmm.
A story that was already prominent, right? Because I'm not going to sit here and tell lies to you. The MVP race was already prominent, right?
Yep.
But since then, just go to MLB Network's feed and look at the post every single day. Correct. It's been absolutely, positively nuts. It's been nuts. It's been crazy.
Yep. Let me just say this too, and I'll throw this out there. When it comes to the MVP, when it comes to the MVP race.
Give me a second. I'm gonna go check my door. I don't know who's there.
You're good. Go ahead. When it comes to the MVP race, people, let me make this very simple. Everybody with a brain knows that Aaron Judge should not lose this race. It's as clear as day that Aaron Judge should win this race. No, it doesn't matter if the guy's a catcher. Again, I'm going to pull this up one more time while Francis is gone. I want to read this to everybody before I play another voicemail. Let me read this to everybody real quick, okay? Because this, to me, is the best debate ender that you have when it comes to who's going to win the MVP race. Let me find this real quick because I want to actually highlight this and put this on the screen. This is it right here. Let me make this big for everybody who can see it with me. My favorite quote about the MVP race continues to be, if you dropped Cal's OPS by 180 points, he'd be average. If you dropped Aaron Judge's OPS by 180 points, he'd be Cal Riley.
That was one of the best arguments I saw about this.
It is the best argument. And that's what I'm saying. I'm like, look, I know baseball wants to keep making more stars. I get it. Keep making more stars. Keep building guys up. I get that. You should not take away from one of the all-time greats of this game because you want to build a star. That's all there is to it. This, in reality, looking at the numbers, it's not a race. Major League Baseball is making this a race, and that is a problem. That's what pisses me off more than anything is that the writers are doing their most to try to say, no, this is legitimately a race. But when you pull the numbers up and you go, all right, what is he better than Judge? Okay, he got more homers. Awesome. Judge also missed a little bit of time, but whatever. He's got more homers. Cool. All right, he's got more RBIs. Cool. What else does he defeat Aaron Judge in? Answer is nothing.
Nothing.
The answer is zero. Zero. It's that simple. James Jackson says, I love the way they have been playing stolen bases and winning games without hitting home runs. Well, that was definitely yesterday. They did a good job of that, but they also kind of run themselves out of some innings every now and then, which could also be a problem. But no, man, Aaron Judge is the MVP. Yeah. That's all there is to it. I don't see this. This shouldn't be a debate the way it is. And I get, you wanna go ahead and hype somebody up. Fair game. Hype them up all you want. But again, what I will say is this. If he doesn't win, there's a lot of questions that need to be asked. There's a lot of questions that need to be asked. And that's what allows people to open up and say, well, maybe this was a factor. Well, maybe that was a factor. Because in no reality does Aaron Judge lose the MVP award. I'm sorry. And you want to be a Seattle fan and, you don't like Judge, you don't like the Yankees, whatever. Aaron Judge is so good that when he's on the field, he's very, very likely to win the MVP award. It's every year. It's that simple. Exactly. That's how good Aaron Judge is. Exactly. You don't take that away from Judge because you want to help build up a new star. Doesn't work that way. Sorry.
And I'm sick of the freaking arguments that I keep seeing. Like,
they're dumb. They're
somebody
stupid.
In the chat right now. Oh, you don't see these numbers from catchers. I don't give a shit.
Who cares?
You don't see Aaron Judge's numbers
for an outfielder.
Anybody. No. From
anyone. Exactly. I don't want to hear
nobody. Don't give me Ohtani. Don't give me Lindor. Don't give me Soto. And I fucking love Soto. As good as he is, he would tell you, I am not Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is a different breed, ladies and gentlemen. What this dude has done these last couple of years, we will probably not see again in our lifetime. A guy going off on a tear, hitting a lot of home runs, we see that every other freaking year. Okay, so he's a catcher. Big whoop.
No, and nobody's taking that away from him. This is the problem. Like, nobody's sitting there saying, well, Cal Raleigh's not having a good year. And blah, blah.
He's having a phenomenal year.
He's having a great year.
Too bad.
He's having a great year. Unfortunately, Aaron Judge plays in the same league as he does. Will this go down as one of the greatest hitters ever? Will this go down as one of the years of one of the greatest catching seasons of all time? Yes. Arguably, it is the greatest offensive catching season. Yeah. That does not mean you win the MVP award. I'm sorry. When there's a guy in your same league that is putting up way better numbers, he's the winner. It's not difficult. It's not hard. Aaron Judge deserves to win the MVP award. That's all there is to it. This isn't a debate. It shouldn't be a debate like they want it to be. It just shouldn't be. I'm going to get to 2 more voicemails, guys. I'm going to wrap up.
Yo, Pete, Francis, Jira, little baby.
What's up, fam?
God bless you all. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Francis, Congratulations on your new venture. Pete, Congratulations on all the work on the studio and everything.
Hold on, I gotta pause this for a
And
second. You got a new venture?
The podcast.
Oh, the podcast. That's right. Okay.
He said
yeah, I haven't been in the chat much. I got some things going on, but I'll get through them. So my theory is, I don't think anyone in the American League East or the American League period is better than the Yankees besides the Yankees. The only team that's beaten them is the Yankees. They can't. If they play baseball, they're not going to lose to any team in the American League except for themselves. Like last night, 2 running errors by the 2 fastest guys on the team. You're on second base. You're scoring on a single anyway. Why steal third? Why put yourself in a predicament?
Yep.
If Fried pitches like he did, I don't see there's anyone beating us. Now, when we get to the World Series, I want the Dodgers back because in order to be the best, you got to beat the best, right? And they beat us last year, so I want to dethrone them again. Although I think Milwaukee is the team to beat because they play actual baseball like we want the Yankees to play, except they have a manager that has balls. So, Pete, glad you can talk about Boone again. He's an asshole, but yeah, enjoy Fridays, everybody. Oh, and shout out to Aunt Mo. Glad everything went well with her procedure.
Facts.
And God bless everybody. Have a good weekend.
Yeah, Connor, no doubt about it, man. Shout out to Aunt Mo. Had her procedure done. She's recovering now, so hope to hear from Uncle Dom a little bit today. But very good news there for the one day only Aunt Mo. We've been praying for Aunt Mo, of course, as a community, and we're very, very happy that that Mo is doing well. Or surgery went well, which is always a good thing. Also, shout out to the beautiful, lovely, wonderful wife, Jira, in the chat. Today is the start of the third trimester of Lil Minetti. And then Lil Minetti will be on his way into the real world.
Home stretch.
Probably taking over. I don't know. Lil Minetti might just take over the planet. I'm just saying, everybody be careful. That little Minetti is something already. Let me tell you something. He's a strong kid, man. He's a strong kid. Yesterday, I put my hand on the stomach. That dude said, "Bah! Back up!"
He already took over Jira. That's not.
He did.
Easy. She's not an easy person to conquer. So, I mean, I don't know. I'm betting on the kid. I'm betting on the kid. I'm betting on the kid.
I am certainly betting on the kid. No doubt about it. He is something else. He's going to be something else. Little powerhouse.
The home stretch, man. Rounding third. I mean, you gotta feel good. This is. I mean, look at Pete. Just look at him. Look at his face. Look at this guy. He can't contain the excitement.
Come on, this is me. This is me right now. I'm like this right now, man. That's me right now.
Look at him. He puts up the cup. Now Jira's gonna get mad.
Now she's upset. Now she's gonna be upset about that.
Of course, he put up the cup. But no, God bless as always, man. And yes, when you guys put those thoughts and prayers out there, make sure you keep Jira and Lil Minetti in there, man, because
facts.
Need Lil Minetti come through strong and take over. The break's over, baby.
That's it. That's right. That's right. It's been a very, very long year, man. I mean, it has been a long year so far. We're about to enter, by the way, to Q4. They call me Q4 Pete. It's my favorite time of year. Q4 Pete. It's my favorite. October, November, December. Greatest time of the year. Halloween. I'm about to break out the Halloween mugs. Maybe by tonight. Maybe by game season. I got one of my Halloween mugs out. Favorite time of year. I don't care what anybody says. October, November, December. Sign me up, baby. I can do it every single day. Fall's the best.
Fall is it. And I
fall is unbelievable.
I plan to have a very fun October, so I'm looking forward to it.
Oh, we're going to have a great October, damn it. With that being said, we're going to wrap this show up with Simon, the one, the only. We don't know what he's going to say. We're going to find out right now. Here we go.
Good morning, Pete. This is the Bella Vista Bocce Master calling from Bella Vista, New Haven, Connecticut. How you doing? Also, I have a new job. I'm a bingo caller in my building now because the regular person didn't get along with the people, so my friend asked me if I need a permanent caller for my building, so I said yes. Anyway, I'm so glad the Yankees won yesterday. We know how to beat the Orioles. You know what John Sterling calls Camden Yards? Yankee Stadium South. I'm telling you, everything is starting to fall into place nicely. We're going to get back I think we're going to try to get back into first place. If not, we'll just get the wild card. And don't forget to have Francis take that picture of that shirt, because I want to be able to show it to when they fire Boone. I'm going to have a big party. Well, you have a good day, Pete. Rock on. NY Underground forever. Smacky the leggy. Hitty, that's Sunday. And remember, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. I said, Aaron Judge is a gift from God. And Hal, if you're listening, I still want Boone fired. You understand? Fire him soon. Have a good day, Pete. Bye.
I gotta be honest, man. One of the craziest twists of this year has been Simon saying, I want the shirt. Send me this shirt. I need this shirt.
Mm-hmm.
He then just dials it back and goes, you know what? I don't need the shirt. What I need actually is Francis to wear the shirt, take a picture of it, and send me the picture of Francis wearing the shirt.
I'm going to model the shirt. And you know what? I think I'm going to do it. I think I'm going to do it. This is not a guy that you mess with. This is not a guy that you play with, all right? I think Aaron Boone crossed this man one time years ago, and he's been calling for his job ever since. Next thing you know, he's going to be calling in and say, Pete, fire Francis. You got to fire this guy, Francis. I can't stand him. I can't stomach him. He's got to go.
He's coming to get you. He's coming to get you.
Problems. So I'm going to take the picture. At the end of the day, I got to tell you, it's a gorgeous shirt. I mean, the material.
It's an amazing shirt.
The material feels amazing. It's nice and soft on the skin. It's really nice. I got the nice gray colorway. You know what I mean? It's got a nice bocce ball on there. It's real nice. It's real nice. And let me tell you, sometimes I go outside, people see me in the shirt. They're like, what is that? I'm like, it's the shirt. The shirt. They like it. They like the shirt. So I'm going to take the picture. All right. Because I don't want no problems. Next thing you know, is going to be, designated spitters with Pete and Simon. I mean, all rise with Pete and Simon. Could you imagine? I'm going to get kicked out of D-Generation U. I can't have this. I got to take the picture. I have to. The picture will be taken.
One of the craziest twists of the year has honestly been that. My man said, just get a pic. Can you tell Francis to take a picture of himself and send it to me? That is the most wild shit.
I do the things that we do for this community, brother. I mean,
I tell you what, man, I personally, I wouldn't do it.
he's like, I don't know. Listen.
I'm not as photogenic as Francis is, but I wouldn't do. I don't think I'd do it. Every now and then I get a good picture. Typically, my picture's like, eh.
I was gonna say I don't even consider myself photogenic.
No, you don't give me that shit. You're photogenic.
Jira gets great pictures of me.
You do great with pictures. Me, forget about it. I look like a jerk off half of the time.
No, he doesn't.
Half of the time, I look like a fucking jerk off with how pictures she takes of me. I think she does it on spite.
No,
I really do. I think it's spiteful.
I will say this. I will say this though. Now, I think you come out great in all the pictures that we take with you and stuff like that. But my favorite pictures are the ones that the screen grabs they get from game season. I mean, there's nothing beats that because those live reactions. I think even Jira would agree. Those live reactions are hilarious. And this is why we always say, if you're not in the Discord, I don't know what you're doing with your life. You have to be in the Discord, baby, because this is where you see this stuff. Okay, you don't get those shots anywhere else. You have to see what is going on there because those screen grabs from game season, bro, they give life. The Yankees could be losing 10-0, and they'll just send a shot or whatever. It's hilarious, bro. Those are good. Jira says, "I'm just good at what I do." You both come out. And she's the best. She's the best. It is what it is. They're trying to poach her from us. I say it's not going to happen. We're not going to let her go without a fight. I'm sorry. Can't happen. Look at Pete. Look at him.
I don't know, man. I'm looking at Jiren and I'm just saying, I just could feel it. I'm like, I know you're laughing at this when I say that. I know you're doing this on spite, and I'm going to find out, damn it. I'm going to get to the bottom of this, damn it. I tell you what, you're lucky you're pregnant.
This guy sounds like a nut right now. He's like, I don't
yeah.
Like, I know you're doing this.
See, she's laughing. It's like what Tony Soprano did with his mother now. She's laughing.
Look at her. She's laughing.
Look at her. She's laughing. That's Jira right now. She's upstairs cracking up, laughing at this, making fun of me. Yeah, you bet your ass I am. You bet your ass I'm doing this on spite. But no, folks, thank you guys to everybody hanging out with us this morning. Again, I know that, All Rise has not been as consistent as it normally is with the Monday, Wednesday, Fridays. I do believe Friday's the easiest for me because the schedule is kind of open on Fridays, so that should always happen. Monday and Wednesday, as of now, is a little bit tough. I'll be honest with you guys. For the remainder of the year, I'm going to try my best to get those in as much as I can, but it is definitely a little bit tough. Shout out again, the 23rd to the 28th, we're going to be doing a drive for ALS in the name of Christian Hirsch. We're doing it for that final homestand of the year. I don't have a number amount right now that I'm looking to do. I am talking with Christian Hirsch and his caregiver. So we do have the foundation that he wants us to use is the one that he was using in Georgia, ALS in Georgia. I got some more information there on that, but I'll give you guys all that information as we go. I also got a representative from there. ALS United of Georgia is who we're going to be using. They're the ones that were taking care of Christian Hirsch during that time, and he wants them to receive anything that we're able to provide. So from the 23rd to the 28th, that is the final 6 games of the regular season. Yankees will be home all those games, 3 against the White Sox, and then the final 3 against the Baltimore Orioles before the postseason begins. So we'll be doing that. So I appreciate your guys supporting that. It'll be regular super chats, how we normally do things here. Nothing different. You don't got to go to a different link or anything like that. We'll make it as simple and as easy as possible to help out Christian Hirsch as much as we can. I've told him already, I believe that we can guarantee, $1,500, $2,000. That's after, YouTube takes their stuff and all that, and we'll make that work for him. I promise him that. I think this community could easily do that. So, and again, a lot of times I'm not saying it's going to happen, but a lot of times you get people say, hey, I'll match it. Or, I'll throw something additional there too. So maybe we can do that with relative ease for a great member of this channel who unfortunately, to be honest, and he knows this, and I could say this, he won't be with us next year. So if we can do something in his name that he gets to witness and gets to see, I know he told me Saturday the 27th he'll be with us on the chat, an early game. He's in Germany now, so earlier games are the ones that he's able to really tune into. We'll be able to do that in his name and honor him the best way that we know how to do it here at the U. So with that being said, folks, have an amazing rest of your day, and I will catch you guys on Game Season Live later tonight. Hopefully my voice is a little bit better. Peace out.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they're at their best, we still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving the way that we